No unprofessional microphone testing today, we're straight into it. We have got a lot to cover. It is the wonderful 101 on the PlayStation 4!
Will be met by a group of fearless warriors.
Couch Co, and it is couch co-op. Yes, it's 4-player. I have tested the 2-player extensively. We're going to look at it, but I want to show you the base game. You may have not seen this game at all. The wonderful 101 was a Wii U exclusive from Platinum, and I've got a major bone to pick, actually, whilst I'm here. Platinum asked for the money for this game on crowdfund. They got 1.7 million quid to remaster this game. Surely you didn't need to ask for that money, and if they try this with Beautiful Joe 2, which is what we need next, Beautiful Joe 2, guys, one of the best co-op platformers on the PlayStation 2. That's the one that's missing from Cloverfield. We've got Akami, everything else. But let's talk about this one. Let's crack on. It is awesome. Spoiler, you're going to love this video. It's got just about everything.
Here are the details of your next assignment.
Back to the 1.7 million. This is a remaster, straight remaster. The same thing happened with Bayonetta and Vanquish. We've got no extra content here at all. Not an extra level, not extra skins, nothing. There is some minor tweaks to how the UI system works and how this game plays, which is interesting.
Quicker than you can say extermination time. Boom!
As you can see, it purposely falls on this Saturday morning TV crazy mental aesthetic with the colours and the voices, the shiny outfits, everything. But look at this game running. Look at it. I tell you, 1.7 million quid should have also bought a decent intro to the game. They've kept the original show reel of the previous game footage. I don't know if it's a badly compressed file. We had exactly the same thing with that Bayonetta Vanquish, but this is the Wii U version, I think, that's at the start of the game if you let the title screen on idle. Look at the state of it. I mean, it looked really good on the Wii U at the time, but man, that's a damn good high-def remaster. I could tell you that. It looks absolutely crisp as hell. Really, really impressed with that. This is my footage here, so you can see that straight-up difference. It's amazing, but there's no extra major content, which has broken my heart a little bit. Well, how does the game work? Well, you can see that I'm playing as a jelly mold and a pistol and a giant fist and a slinky and a ladder. It is amazing. And if you played Akami, you know what direction they went for in here. You have a freehand draw. You draw the shape of a gun. You draw a circle for the fist. It is annoying at the start, and getting these ideas in your head and getting used to how they work does take some time. But as with all Platinum games, there's a penny drop situation where it all just clicks in. Man, when it does, it's beautiful. You have a set number of sort of heroes, followers that are with you at any point in the level, and you lose a bunch if you get hit, and the more people that are involved in the draw that you do, the bigger the piece is you draw and the higher hit points it has. So if you have a small number of people that are up there on the left, 71 here, you'll have a big attack if you use them all in the draw. Now each group has a leader that you can select individually. Not too sure if it gives any major buffs, but that's what I want to cover in this bit. The unlocks and the cool shit that's lying around all over the levels is brilliant. It's so brilliant, the detail on all of the items. Stuff like little vending machine, noodle bowls for the health. Platinum always do a really good job. You remember on Akami when you had all those amazing items that you could take that had imaginative names. I was so impressed with this back on the Wii U, but it's great to see it again. Even the unlocking of a boss to get the hostages out of it is like one of those grabber claws that you get at the arcades. The whole thing's got a sort of arcadey fairground feel to it. The game is also rife with different game modes. As you remember with Nier Automata, Platinum liked to try and get a bunch of genres into one game, and there's a huge shoot 'em up section in here with a big boss battle, but there's really intuitive little things like this flying saucer is an enemy's. I wasn't supposed to take it to cross that gap. I was supposed to use my glider, but I wanted to see how far I could go in that enemy vehicle and see if they'd catered for that inevitability. They hadn't, but it was cool to test it out, and each level can be done like this, working out the puzzles your own way. But I just love how all the little 101 members are in that glider. You can see them in the little red gel. Adorability factors sky high. Everything is firing on full cylinders here with this game. I am so happy with it. They've done it just enough intuitive puzzles in there to make sure that combat doesn't get too boring. But that combat will, for me, will never ever ever get boring because it's got the classic, tried and tested platinum formula, which is timed parries, timed dodges, counter attacks that all look awesome. Man, just look at this. The jelly is a reflect. It's on an R2 button, so it's not a difficult move to pull off. The fun you have with it is amazing. The abilities gradually come to you through the game. It kind of makes a bit of a mistake with not prompting you to actually go and proactively purchase some of the moves from the store, and you'll get to a boss and it would be like, turn into a ball, and you're like, what the fuck, I didn't even know I could do that. And you have to come out of the mission, go and buy the ball move, and yeah, so watch out for that. That's not the game's fault. It's me rattling through it to try and make sure that there's no major problems with this, and the answer is no. It's stunning, it's beautiful, I love it. By the way, what are we, 6 minutes, no co-op footage yet? Sort your life out, Coop. One of the things I do love is the enemy breakdown. Look at that, look how they break down each of the enemies. That's one thing that we need to pay attention to here. Is every single enemy has multiple attack patterns, multiple forms. This guy goes he goes enraged, and look what's underneath him, like a Lego framework. There's so much depth with the bosses and enemy designs in this game. It takes it to another level. Blimey, Coop, you made us wait for that. Okay, multiplayer missions. Okay, what the hell? It doesn't say multiplayer campaign. Certainly doesn't say versus. There's no versus. Don't worry about that. Multiplayer missions are opened up once you get a little bit into the single player campaigns. Now, I need to find out what the deal is, because at the moment I've got hard, medium, and easy, and I've got 3 missions in each of those. The 3 of 3. So 3 sets of 9 in theory, right? Each of those has got A, B, and C, and each of A, B, and C has 3 missions in them. The medium and the hards are really the ones that are going to attract you. The easy one isn't that great, but it's really good to have. It's good for training, and remember, all of this can be 4-player. The load screens disappear instantly because it's a remaster. That's annoying as well. I actually liked mucking around on the load screens. They do it in Bayonetta. They get rid of them. How does it run? How does it run? Ooh, have a look. Yeah, it's absolutely spectacular. You can get on with your own stuff, support each other, shout out about what move you're going to use. Some of the enemies will be immune to certain moves and others weak to, a particular set. So you can really start mixing things up. They drop weapons. It's so cool being on this street. I do love the idea of the isometric or asymmetric street layout. What annoys me is that I can't move the camera around. Wouldn't that be lovely if you could twizzle that camera, or even zoom in and zoom out? It does handle the zoom itself, does a surprisingly good job, but the lock camera really niggles me. But look at how busy it gets. IGN actually recently reviewed this. They reviewed it on the Switch, and I haven't looked at the Switch version, and I would not want to really, because this is quite a performance-heavy game, even for the Wii U. I think it was quite a performance-heavy game. I'd be very interested to see how the Switch version runs. Anyway, IGN did their review about it 5 days ago. They got it so early. Didn't mention a single thing about the couch co-op. In actual fact, I've seen no one talking about the couch co-op in this. It's fully fledged and it's awesome. Did you just see the score screen where you can compare who took the most damage and who dealt? There's even a one-upmanship at the end of each levels. And look at the beauty of it. Look how these waterfalls are working. Those little plant beds, you can circle around them and get a buff. It's brilliant, just like a Kami. We're getting fired at from a tank in another section of the level, and so it's clocking us, but we aren't clocking it, and you'll see them coming in at random. We gradually work this out, but at the same time I'm dealing with a tank that's right in front of my buddy and shielding them. It's very good. I wonder what the 4-player would be like. 3-player is a thing, it's not 2 or 4. So guys, put something in the comments if you get the chance to try it. And push the game as well. I tried to get things as busy as I could. No slowdown, nothing. Look at these bosses. 2 of them come in. They're awesome. They're like Geiger scorpions, man. The boss and level design and enemy design on this is the usual platinum high standard. So it's top marks, and what a beautiful surprise to have not only this game remastered on the PlayStation 4, something I thought would never happen, but it's also a fantastic couch co-op game. We're still in some isolation period, so what a perfect little family number as well. It's not violent, it's quite violent, but there's no blood in it, and it's funny, man. The kids will laugh at the dialogue if they're into, funny Saturday morning TV shows. This will have them chuckling because it's very self-aware and very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic, wonderful 101.